This weekend, 42 million struggling Americans lost access to food assistance. Many are suffering, many are sacrificing. This weekend, 1.8 million federal workers missed a paycheck. Their bills are mounting. This weekend, thousands of flights across the country were delayed. And today, air travel is less safe and less dependable. These are the latest consequences of the Schumer shutdown of our nation's government. These are real people, they're feeling real pain, and it didn't have to be this way. Republicans and a few reasonable Democrats have voted 13 times now to reopen the government. We voted to prevent this suffering caused by the Schumer shutdown. Senator Schumer and the Democrats in the Senate voted 13 times against a clean, bipartisan, continuing resolution to reopen the government. Democrats voted 13 times against paying our troops. Democrats voted 13 times against paying air traffic controllers. They voted 13 times against TSA agents and having them paid. They voted against paying the Border Patrol time and time again. They voted 13 times against funding food assistance for struggling families. They voted against funding Head Start for young children. Today is day 35 of the Schumer shutdown. And Democrats have now tied the record for the longest shutdown in American history. And for what? That's the question. For what? What have they gained? Have Democrats become more popular? No. They're the weakest that they've been, at the lowest numbers in the past 20 years. Why? Because Americans are paying attention. Americans resent being used by Democrats as political pawns. They hate it. The impact on the economy is dramatic. The Congressional Budget Office, who looked into this, reports that the Schumer shutdown cost our economy as much as $14 billion. Even Democrat supporters in the unions are pleading with the Democrats to open their minds and open the government. The president of the National Air Traffic Controllers Association supports a clean, continuing resolution. He said it. He said this Friday. He said, quote, "It is incredibly unfair, Democrats, incredibly unfair to expect hardworking, patriotic American air traffic controllers and their families to bear the full burden of the shutdown that the Democrats have caused." The president of the Teamsters Union has repeatedly urged Democrats to reopen the government. He said just on Thursday, put the politics aside, get to the table, negotiate a deal, pass a clean CR right now. You know, that's what the American people say. That's what the polls are showing. There's no reason to shut down the government. The government should be open, and we should be negotiating these things. The government shouldn't be shut for any of these reasons. The head of the American Federation of Government Employees said, quote, "Both political parties have made their point," and went on to say, "Time to pass a clean, continuing resolution, end the shutdown today." That's what I've been trying to do. But 13 times the Democrats said, nope, government's staying shut down. This union president went on to say, no half measures, no gamesmanship. It's time for the Democrats to stop playing games. The president of the Southwest Airlines Pilots Association likewise said, quote, "The biggest way to ensure the safety, security, and reliability of our national air traffic control system," he said, "is to pass a clean, continuing resolution." Democrats are going to have a chance again this morning. Major airlines agree. United, Southwest, Delta, American, all of them support immediate passage of a clean, bipartisan, continuing resolution. American Airlines was blunt. Quote, "A prolonged shutdown will lead to more delays and cancellations, and the American people, especially during the holiday season, deserve better." I agree. The American people deserve better than what the Democrats have been doing for the last 30-some days, with the longest shutdown now in the history of the country. These are Democrats' allies who are saying these things, supporters, contributors. They're saying enough is enough. These are the people that have supported the Democrats for decades. And the Democrats continue to ignore all of them. Federal workers want to reopen the government. Democrats tell them, nope, no, we know better than you do. They say, well, as a result, the pain continues. We're seeing it today all across the country. Each day, the Democrats grow more radical, more reckless, more extreme in what they're doing by keeping the government shut down while people are suffering, struggling. concerned about their own futures, concerned about their lives. People resent the way they're being treated by the Democrats who continue to shut down the government. And the Democrats have said it. You've heard him say. Senator Schumer stood boldly and proudly said to the press, the first lines out of his mouth in an interview with Punchbowl News was, "Every day gets better for us." That's Chuck Schumer. Every day gets better for us, he said. I don't know who the us is. It's not the people that I talked to in grocery stores in Wyoming or the people that I ran into on the plane flying back here. Not those folks. The House Democrat whip freely admitted, she says, of course there are going to be families that are going to suffer. I guess suffer, she means don't have food to feed the kids. That's what she said. Of course there are going to be families suffering. But it's one of the few leverage times we have. Democrat whip in the House saying people suffering because kids can't eat is leverage for the Democrat Party. This is heartless. It's mean. That's who the Democrat Party has become. Now, Senator Chris Coons of Delaware told a national television audience a week ago, he said, frankly, this is our moment of leverage. He referred to this shutdown as a, quote, unpleasant tool. The tool is the shutdown itself. It's the pain, the uncertainty, the missed paychecks, the mounting bills, the grounded flights, the chaos in American lives, and they call that unpleasant tool that they continue to use. And the American people are suffering as a result. And knowing all of that, we had Senator Ruben Gallego of Arizona, who is, of course, testing the waters for a presidential run, been all around the country, not hides this from anybody. He declared proudly, he said, I'll just go back and shut it down again. Just think about that. This is a tool that the Democrats are using, causing pain to the American people, and one of their potential candidates for president wants to do it all again. This is just wrong, Mr. President. Look, Democrats have to be seeing the hardship. They have to be hearing the people's voices of the people in pain. But still, one of their standard bearers to lead the country says we're going to do it again. This is a choice by the Democrats. They call the pain the American people are suffering leverage. Look, enough is enough. The American people deserve better. Republicans stand ready to open the government today. We're going to have that vote. We support a clean, bipartisan, continuing resolution to reopen the government, to pay our troops, to pay our federal workers, to restore vital services. That's what we ought to be doing. And on this, the Republicans will not budge. The American people have suffered long enough. The Democrats have caused too much suffering. It's time for the Democrats to reopen the government. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the floor.
Fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing.